Welcome to Pick Six. I'm Ryan Medeiros. We're over the hump and into the home stretch of the high school football season. Now each game could be the difference between a playoff run or an early end of the season. We start with one of the top D3 teams in Massachusetts taking on a Rhode Island juggernaut. Let's get to the highlights. A packed student section at LaSalle as the Rams welcomed Barnstable to the Ocean State. First half, Redhawks backed up in their own territory, and this punt is off their own blocker. It drops into the hands of Jaden Givens to put the Rams up 2 scores early. Now Barnstable hoping for better luck on their next drive, a little misdirection here, and Kyle Coffin is off to the races. He runs this one in for the score to get the Redhawks back in this game. Now one quarterback gets the job done with his legs, the other with his arms. Sam Perry finds a familiar face in the back corner of the end zone. That's Jalen Mosley extending the LaSalle lead. Now Redhawks continue to claw their way back though. Jason Dyer crossing the goal line here. This game ultimately went to overtime with LaSalle coming out on top, 42-36. A key D1 matchup, Cumberland hosting St. Ray's. Clippers came out blazing on their first drive thanks to junior Jaden Rabbit hopping in for 6. The Clippers take the lead. Saints trying to respond. Quarterback Deshad Brown escapes the pressure and comes Brendan Cardoso here. He comes leaping for the grab. Now on that same drive, Brown hits Onassis Soriano on the screen pass, and Soriano does the rest himself. He goes in untouched for the touchdown. St. Ray's closes in on a playoff berth, winning a close one, 14-7. Now the best team in Division II, Westerly hosting D1 Burrillville. Bulldogs set the tone on their opening drive. Landon Husero hits Daniel Cummings with a short pass. Now he nearly trips over this defender but stays on his feet to reach the end zone. Westerly on the board first. Broncos ball in the second quarter on the option play. The pitch gets loose and Ian Morissetti picks it up for the scoop and score. Westerly taking a big lead before the half. And here's Husero again connecting with his brother Allen to go up 29-0 at the break. Bulldogs hold on to win this one with ease, 35-7. Band on the field in Woonsocket as the Novans hosted Coventry. First half, Woonsocket up a score, but right before the break, Braylon Gilbo rolls to his right and hits Jalil Diaz. Woonsocket extending its lead. Coventry stuck around though, same score right before the end of the third quarter. Quarterback Cameron Jones doing the work himself. Despite the Oakers touchdown, Woonsocket holds on to win this one, 36-28. Lots of fanfare as East Providence honored its seniors before facing off against Moses Brown this evening. Now the celebration carrying right over to the action on the field. First play of the game. Brady Platt receives the opening kickoff, weaving his way through the Quakers coverage unit, and he's going to take this one to the house. What a moment for the senior. Now later in the first, fellow senior Ethan Vasquez punches this carry across the goal line. Downey's not looking back from there, trouncing Moses Brown, 32-zip. North Smithfield looking to stay unbeaten, hosting Hope. First quarter, it was all Northmen. Benjamin Black calls his own number for 6. And next, Northmen drive. It's Black getting it done through the air, dropping the ball right in for Andrew Stark. That's a long passing touchdown, and North Smithfield just piling on in the first quarter. Black again airing it out, this time as a wide open Ethan Corriveau, who walks in for the third score of the first quarter for the Northmen. North Smithfield wins big, 47-6. Now to a little South Coast matchup. Case making the trip up 195 to Seekonk. Cardinals driving early, but this pass is picked off by Nico Bonifiglia to give the Warriors possession. Bonifiglia getting it done on both sides of the ball. Check this out, snap way over his head, but he recovers, scrambling away from several defenders all the way for a first down. That sets up this run for Hunter George, navigating his way through the defense, and he's going to take this one the rest of the way. In the end, though, Case came back to beat Seekonk, 25-22.